Okay, today we're going to review how to find the area and perimeter of triangles. This is to help you to get ready for tomorrow's lesson. Okay, so to find the perimeter of anything, you are just going to add all the sides that are on the outside. So like this plus this plus this. And that's with any formula, any shape that you use. So I'm going to write perimeter equals, and I'm going to do 13 plus 18 plus 23. And then you're just going to go to Desmos and plug it into Desmos. When you add all your numbers, I got 54 millimeters. That is the perimeter of that triangle. All right, to find the area, I'm going to go to the formula. And one thing I want you to do is to go to your formula sheet that I gave you, or that Miss A gave you, and I want you to find where it says area. So this part right here, oops, where it says area, I would like for you to write the letter B huge. Okay, what that does is anytime you see the capital B, that means you're going to come here and see which of these shapes is the shape of your base, and then you're going to replace it with one of the formulas. Okay, but today we're working with the area of triangles. So I'm going to go find triangles, and this is the area that we're going to be looking for. All right, so let me go to the back to our page. So the formula that I'm going to be using is going to be 1/2 times the base times the height of the triangle. Okay, so if we go back over here, one thing I want to point out that the base and the height is going to be the line that connects the right angle. So like this and these are my base and my height. We talked about the diagonal and how when we go to the doctor, we do not get measured standing diagonally because that wouldn't be accurate. So I do not need that diagonal for the base and the height of the triangle. So to find the area, I'm going to do my 1/2. The base is going to be down here because it's right in the bottom of my right angle. So it's going to be times 18. And then times the height, which is 13. So again, we didn't use the 23 because the 23 is a diagonal. Okay, so I'm going to go to my Desmos, and I'm going to put 1/2. You can put a decimal or you can put a fraction. I'm just going to practice doing a fraction. So 1/2, arrow over, times the 18 times the 13. And so my area for this triangle is going to be 117. So I'm going to write area equals 117 millimeters to the second power because area is squared. The units will be squared. Okay, so let's look at the next example. So again, to find the perimeter, I am just going to add all the numbers on the outside. If you notice, this is 12. So I'm going to go ahead and put 12 plus, this is 10 and 1/2. So I'm going to put 10.5. And then notice that this one doesn't have it labeled. So that means that this is congruent to this. So then this is also going to be 10.5. Okay, so I'm going to put all those numbers in decimals, and I'm just going to add them up. So I'm going to do 12 plus 10.5 plus 10.5. So the perimeter to this triangle is going to be 33. Oh, sorry. Let's see. Yes. 33 centimeters. Okay, so notice that I didn't use that 7.5, and that's because it's not on the outside. The perimeter is only on the outside. So if you want to write a note of that, so you only add the outside numbers. Okay, and then if you go back to the area formula, again, it's going to be your 1/2 times the base times the height of that triangle. So I'm going to erase all this. Okay, so now let's look at where that right angle is. So this line and this line make my right angle. it looks like this is my diagonal, so I will not be using that number. So I'm going to bring down my 1/2. The base is going to be 12, and then the height is 7.5. So times 7.5, or you can use parentheses to show multiplication. All right, so I'm going to put that in my Desmos. And I am going to put, let's see, 1/2, so 1/2, arrow over, times the 12 times the 7.5. So my area to this triangle is going to be 45 centimeters squared. Okay. All right, so let's do one more. Okay, this one's an equilateral triangle. Normally I would tell you that all the sides are equal, but this right here is 6, so that means that all my sides are 6. So I'm going to do 6 plus 6 plus 6. Go ahead and put your perimeter for this question in your Google form. Pause the video if you need to, and then I'm going to go ahead and go to my area. Okay, so my area, again, I'm getting my 1/2 times the base times the height. Okay, so I'm going to bring down that 1/2. So again, I'm going to use the numbers that are creating that right triangle. So in this case, the numbers that are creating my right triangle is going to be the 8.5 and the 6. Okay, not the diagonal. So remember how we labeled these were my 6, but those are diagonals. I only need that for the perimeter. So then I'm going to use the 6, because that creates that right angle, times the height of the triangle, which is 8.5. Again, if it helps you remember when we go to the doctor, we do not get measured diagonally, so that's the reason we don't use those numbers for the base and the height. All right, so now that I helped you set it up, I want you to go to your Google form, and I want you to find, just plug those numbers in there and write your answer. You would do example 4 on your own, and then I have a practice activity for you. And then use the remaining of your time to get on on your iReady.